Hey y'all! Welcome to our podcast, The Pretty Ugly Struggle, hosted by Conni Luv and B.Hall. Each week, sit with us as we discuss viral topics, raising kids, relationships, running businesses, and trying to look good while doing it. The mother effing struggle is real. Hey, it's your girl B.Hall.
And I'm your girl Conni Luv.
And welcome to another week of the Pretty Ugly Struggle podcast.
What's going on, y'all? Hello.
How was your week?
It was a week. Honestly,
I haven't even talked to you, so I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
It's been a stressful, really emotional week for me. Like I've been going through some shit, like emotional, like mentally. Just my mental health been all over the place, but it's been
a heavy week.
It's been a very heavy week for me. You see, I got my wine. I'm winding down. Already, I'm winding down.
Cheers.
and yours, so we can get to these beautiful guests.
My week has been pretty chill. Nothing exciting, nothing crazy going on. Just keeping up with the podcast game and trying to do something different. I got my new headset. Y'all see, I got a new mic and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? To try to advance this thing a little bit more. But yeah, I had a good week. I had a pretty good week. So.
Okay. Well, y'all, let's as y'all can see if you're watching, we have some guests this week. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves and get this thing started. Well, before I even do that, we're trying something new, so we're actually Zooming this episode because I'm tired of going to Texas and she's tired of going to Georgia. So it's like, we're gonna have to get on this Zoom thing and we'll see each other in the studio from time to time, right now. It's just becoming a little much. But anyway, we do have some very handsome guests that we are excited to talk to today. We got some male testosterone in the building. And okay, you guys, you go first.
7, you're up.
Oh, okay. Well, hi everybody. My name is King Se7en. I'm talking to you from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a music artist, and that's why I'm here to talk to you guys about a video we did today with my friend Marble. And so nice to meet you all, and I thank you all for having me on today.
Thank you so much for being here.
Okay. 7, King Se7en. Okay.
My man. All right, Bridget, Connie, appreciate you all having us on. My name's Daryl D. Marble. I'm a YouTuber, part-time rapper, flat earther. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Entrepreneur and public speaker, personal fitness trainer. I do it all.
Oh, okay. You sound like me. I do. I like to do a whole bunch. I always say I know a little bit about a lot. I'll do anything more than one time, at least one time. If I like it, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of times. So first off, let's talk about how did we end up with these guys?
I would like to say, so I watched Kevin Stage YouTube channel and listen to his podcast when he had it with Doughboy, and it was called Aska. So he would bring on different types of people, preachers, flat earthers, prostitutes, like a plethora of different types of people. And I just happened to watch it one time. Oh, it's with Big Hours J, actually. Aska is with Big Hours J, right? There.
Right. Yeah.
And I was watching it one day, and I think it was like last year. When was it on? When were you on?
Yeah, it was last year.
Okay, so last year.
Like February, something like that.
Okay. And I just thought it was so interesting because I've always been told that the earth is round. We have the globe. That's what we've been taught. That's what we've learned. So I had never even considered the earth not being round. So when I'm watching this podcast, I was just like, my mind was blown. I was like, what? But when you actually listen to them, I was like, okay, I mean, I kind of get it. I kind of understand where they're coming from. So that's what we want to talk about first, is you being a flat earther. And 7, you are as well?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool.
And a black flat earther is that, because it ain't a lot of black people who be believing in that type of conspiracy type out of the box theories, right?
You'd be surprised actually, because I mean, not at first, But my role in the flat Earth community, becoming one of the more outspoken or publicized members, I wanted to make it cool for Black people to look into flat Earth. So I put myself out there to be ridiculed, talk bad about people making videos calling me idiots and things like that. But at the same time, I'm like, nah, this information is for everybody. So I wanted to, put a melanated face to that topic. So yeah.
So when did you first discover that the Earth was flat, in your opinion?
Much like yourself, I was believing that it was a globe, or just going along with society, how they teach us that. It was 2015 when I had actually come into that. Spending time with a ex-girlfriend at the time we were together, got into a whole bunch of different conspiracy theory type topics. 9/11, Freemasons, Illuminati, all kinds of wild stuff. These wicked people doing things. We got burned out on that whole situation. So we were like, all right, we just gonna get off of YouTube for a while and just chill out. We watched this show called Under the Dome. It was on ABC. It was based on a
I remember that.
Right.
Yeah, I
You remember with the small town, the little country town, it's covered by this bubble and the alien technology and all that. It got corny towards the third season. It got really confusing. But once it was
kind of like
over,
the Truman Show. It's kind of like the Truman Show.
that the Truman Show is actually one of the examples that we use a lot. It's like, yeah, exactly, exactly like that.
I never heard that show, The Dome or whatever you say. I haven't heard of that, but okay.
Yeah, I'm saying the people started. It's like they realized that they were trapped. People they start freaking out. Human nature takes its toll on folks. They start killing each other, run out of food and things. It was wild. But once the show was over, you know how it is when you do a Netflix binge, then you're wondering what to do afterwards. So we go on YouTube and type in Under the Dome, and the first video that pops up is like a picture of the Earth. It's got a dome over it. It looks like it's floating out in space, something like that. So I clicked on that, and like within the first few seconds, this guy mentions flat Earth, and we just pause it, look at each other like, did he say flat Earth? What's flat Earth? And we ended up watching that same 2-hour video like all weekend. So since we already had a general distrust for the government anyway, and that they would lie about so many other things, we're like, yeah, they probably lied to us about that too. So 2015.
That's when it started. And what about for you, Mr. Seven?
Same here actually. But what my story is, I get a lot of things that I do from, like Google and all stuff like that. But I actually was looking up, same thing with movies. I was watching movies, me and my wife watching movies or whatever. And I'm starting to hear flat Earth. So I'm like, what is this flat Earth? But then I come across B.Marble, And so I came across his YouTube page. And so I'm like, all right, let's see who this guy is. And so he's going hard with it. He's going out doing experiments with, lasers. And I'm just like, this dude is serious, So I'm watching him and I'm like, all right, so it must be something to this. But I was also watching other guys like Rob Skiba and Eric Dubay, the 200 proofs of the Earth being flat and stuff like that. So then, that's when denial kicks in. You're just like, nah, they bugging. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, they tripping. But all of a sudden, things just start to click. You can't stop common sense from happening, So it's just like all these pieces to the puzzle just start coming together. You're just like, all right, you know what? Maybe there's something to this. So then I start doing, a little bit more digging. Then I come across a video where someone say, it's in the Bible. I'm just like, it's in the Bible. I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? So then they start bringing out all these Bible verses. And I'm just like, oh, man, that's when it got me right there. They read Genesis, talking about the firmament and all that stuff like that. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm sold. Going through our different passages of the Bible, finding this stuff. And I'm just like, it's crazy.
In the Bible?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Questions. I have 2 questions. I don't know which way we should ask.
Rock out.
Okay, so for me, first I need to understand, because you said everybody should be privy to this knowledge. Like, what's the relevance of it? Why is it important for us to know that the Earth is flat? Like, well, before I even ask that, let me ask this. Give me 3 things that quickly, you could come off the top of your head that would say, This is how you know, because he said it's common sense that the earth is flat. Because it's not that I'm a non-believer. It's why is this even relevant information?
All right,
like,
so
why does it matter? Like, will it change something if the earth isn't flat? I mean, isn't round?
Well, yeah, it's gonna generally change society because we all been told that it is round for all this time. What I'm trying to do is instill or spread the idea of this general mistrust of these authority figures, so-called authority figures, because okay, look, so in politics, for example, all right, you'll deal with a Republican for 4 to 8 years, and then everybody gets tired of this person, and they just continue screwing stuff up. So they're like, all right, we need a Democrat in there. And 4 to 8 years, people get tired of that person. They're like, we need a Republican in there, and it just keeps going from one party to the next. When in actuality, both of them are kind of on the same team. Neither party is actually fixing problems for the world anyway. So, I mean, it just seems like it's just a bogus concept. And a lot of people already figured that out. But the idea, but the idea that they would lead us astray so far as to lie to you about where you are, that would just be a huge mental shift in society for everybody to figure that out. Because the reason why we have such a hard time is because we put so much trust in these politicians, and we put our trust in them because we actually believe them. As soon as we rip the veil back and realize that these people are all sick, they're all corrupt, they're a bunch of pedophiles, they're liars, they're manipulating, then I think we as a people, all people, can come together and come up with something new, generally. So
one is the mistrust of the government.
There's that.
And then your second reason as to why it's flat. Or you say, why does it matter, or why is it flat?
That's why it matters. The government mistrust is why he wants to spread information.
Mm-hmm.
But like the proof, he hasn't gotten to that part yet.
Well, I mean, another huge reason why they would lie is because the globe, that heliocentric model is what we call it. That all comes from the concept of the Big Bang, and the whole idea of all these external planets all out here, these billions of miles away, these other potential civilizations on these other planets. It doesn't leave room for there to be a creator.
Exactly.
Okay, so the situation arises where, because people feel like they're living in a world that's insignificant, that came from this cosmic explosion out of nothing that created everything in perfect order the way it is, they feel like since it was all an accident anyway, that they too themselves, they internalize that as themselves being an accident. You know what I mean? So they have less value for themselves. In turn, they end up having less value for the lives of other people, and that leads to all sorts of malicious type behavior. You know what I mean? I think Se7en wanted to chime in on that. I think so.
No, man. You the expert, bro. I learned from you. You know what I'm saying? You the big dog in this area. I learned from you, bro.
What is your relationship? How do you guys know each other?
He said he found him on YouTube.
That's it. You just found him on YouTube and hit him up?
I'm a fan of his music, personally.
Oh, okay.
So I brought him on my channel to interview because it's like, look, so once I started to become more popular in the community and all that, people started just sending me links and sending me videos and all that, and I ended up with some audio, and it was a couple of his songs. It was one called Flatline and the other one called No Filter. And I was like, yo, who is this guy? Because I'm saying just the lyricism and the way he delivered was just ridiculous. And then he was rapping about flat earth also. Throwing that out there. I was like, yo, I need to find out who this dude is. So it was like months I was just listening to these songs and just like, who is this dude? And some way or another we connected. I was like, it's you. Had him on, interviewed him, promote his music to my people, because I got a pretty decent size following on YouTube. I got like 52,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I wanted to
doing big things.
Every now and then I wanted to promote the man's in them. You know what I'm saying? He's talented, but yet he's not getting the recognition that I feel like he deserves out here. So, you know, I'm just like, hey.
Do y'all? So did I hear right? Did I hear right? Y'all have a song together?
Yeah.
Did I hear that? Okay, tell me about that song.
Go ahead, bro.
I didn't hear it. What'd you say?
I said, tell me about the song, like how it came up, what the song is about. I wish we had a snippet we could have played. So, because I haven't heard it. If I would have known, I would have definitely listened to it.
Well,
I haven't listened to it yet.
I'm sitting in my studio right now. I can play if I don't know how the sound coming through. Yeah.
Well, we can try it. While you're talking, you can kind of play us like a minute clip so we can see if you jamming or not for real.
Okay, but yeah, so okay, so how that came about is so my man D was all on Instagram. You know, I've been watching him, and so you just sit back and you watch all these police killings and stuff going on, and the injustice. You know, what I'm saying the racial inequality. But I'm sitting there watching him, and you know he's real adamant about the things that's going on, and so I'm like, you know what? I think it's about time I get in the studio and I make a song, you know, shedding light on the situations that's going on right now so people can fully understand. And so I hit him up on Instagram, I'm like, bro, let's put a song together. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be on it. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to write a verse and we're going to talk about this, that, and this. And he was just like, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. So he's like, find a beat. I found a beat. I lay out the track that same day. I send him my verse. I send him the vocals. I send him an empty space where he gonna rap it. And that's how it came together just like that. But I'm looking for it right now so I can play out a snippet of it. But it came
so like
together.
one day thing just happened like one day. Y'all did that
One
shit.
day.
Wow.
One day.
And you know probably why it's effortless because y'all are talking about things that actually matter.
Oh yeah,
most definitely. It becomes effortless. So I'm actually excited to hear it because we hear a lot of rap, like the mumbo jumbo, and it feels good. It's fun to listen to, but you got to get another audience through the way that they hear it best. And if you can rap some stuff that can enlighten a person, that is even doper. So I'm excited to hear it. I'm definitely excited to hear it.
I've listened to it a few times. I really like the beat. I'm a kind of beat girl. And then when I listen to the words, the lyrics, and how they're delivering it, I was like, yeah, I fucks with it.
Seven.
I'm pretty sure I did.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay.
I got it somewhere around here. Hold on.
Yeah, I say, yeah, you might have to play it. Hold on.
Oh, I'll do it. Because I sure got it on the phone.
Go ahead and play it, Mr. D Marble.
Girl, hey.
That's dope, though.
You said a minute. I'm like, I don't know. You might want to hear the whole. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Let's see.
How long is it? Like 3 minutes? How long is it?
It's like, five. It's five and a half.
Is it 5? It didn't seem like it was 5 minutes.
It goes quick.
That good?
It goes quick. All right.
Okay.
Shall I play? Can we agree? Are we doing the whole thing? You're gonna cut me off. Let me know.
Can I do this?
No.
Okay.
Wait, listen. We need to hear both verses. We need to hear his verse and your verse. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a minute. All right.
Yeah,
we might have to do the whole song.
Do a minute and then do another minute of the other verse.
Okay.
Hey, D.
Right. What's up?
If you want to just start at my verse and then just let the hook play from right there and then go straight to yours.
Okay, got you.
I like that right there.
I'm sorry. Can I ask where y'all from? Because I don't remember hearing that.
Oh, well, yeah, I said I was from St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis. Okay.
I'm also from Arkansas originally, but I'm in Tacoma, Washington.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Tacoma and St. Louis, 2 places that I've actually been to both, but I don't know much about either one. I only been to both,
Louis,
like work.
St. Louis, cool. It's cool. It ain't you know, a tourist city really.
I think I went for work and didn't leave the hotel room.
Really explore.
All right, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So. King Se7en took a lot of souls. Don't nobody want to talk about it. Dark skin is like a bullseye, but those days are over because the dark man rises. Y'all about to get this work people are dispersed in every single corner of the earth. Like all lives matter, and I don't disagree. But the way they killing blacks, that don't sound right to me. Look, if all lives matter, why does
seem like we're on the target, get pulled over, put us in cuffs. Something don't shoot, yelling I can't breathe, but they just tighten the noose. Racial justice. You act like you don't see it, then you the truth until it's cut with it. Yeah, it's gonna in and out. Yeah. Hands up, don't shoot. Hey, I can't breathe. Hands up, don't shoot. Hey, justice, no peace for every life that you took. We sped enough, so stand down. Going out swinging like John Cook. We got way too much to lose. The game. I look these devils in the eye and say their names never slain. Yeah, Eric Gardner, yeah, Trayvon Martin, yeah, Stephen Clark, oh yeah, George Floyd, another one, Ezel Ford, another one, Michael Brown, another one, Welcome John, keep them coming, Brad Brown, this goes on, Arthur Sterling, this goes on, Clyde Gurley, Arden Nord, Pam Turner, this goes on, Jordan Howard, yeah, Aaron Baby, yeah, Chris Davis, we ain't done, Yannick Taylor, keep going, Mira Rice, yeah, Freddie Gray, yeah, Albert Davis, yeah, India Kager, I got rage in my heart. Pain in my soul from watching them killing my people like every day, and it's getting old. I can read for now, at least for the time being. So many blind eyes, all this hate that we keep seeing, and they keep looking up these black men so prisons get that loot. But I'm gonna mess it up, just got my hands up. Yeah, when a black man takes a life, he's sentenced to prison and doing a. Facts. 2020. But we really don't know what to do. I can't call the cops if I got a problem. They'll probably shoot me too. All the time and they face no prosecution. That document wasn't meant for us. Talking about that Constitution. But at the end of the Pledge of Allegiance, the promise is liberty and justice for all. But in reality, it appears to be that it's liberty and justice for y'all. No justice, no peace. That's what you're gonna hear till the battle's through. Because all lives can't matter unless black lives matter too. Let's go.
Okay, I like it. Actually show out. Like I really enjoyed that. Like I have another question. I'm sorry, I'm just full of questions tonight.
Sure.
How do you feel like because you're talking about something positive, and first of all, the music, it sounds really good. It's something I would listen to, you know. But do you like, is it harder because you're putting out like enlightening, positive information that, you know, is not.
Oh yeah.
You know, is it harder to promote? You know what I mean? Like, or is it harder? Which I feel like it should be easier because you're talking about something that make you feel good, you're learning something, but I don't see it being played on the radio like it would need to. It should be.
And that's just the thing with it. Because me personally, the type of music I used to do secular music, but now I do gospel music. And so with the content that I do, it's a lot harder because people are more infatuated with drama, and they want, you know, if it's not something heinous, you know what I'm saying, going on, they don't really want to hear about it. If you ain't degrading women, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to hear it. So with this song right here, yeah, I know, right? And so with this song right here, that me and D is on together, we've been trying to push it for like a couple of months now. And you got different types of feedback, but you know what I'm saying, for the most part, a lot of people are gravitating to it. But it's not like, you know, it's not getting the publicity it needs because people really don't want to hear about this type of stuff, especially in these times that we in. You know what I'm saying? They only want to hear about you popping bottles, you know, money, cars, clothes, and degrading women. So it's harder to push positive music than it is to push that type of music. So
it's harder to push positive content in any platform
than
it is to push negative, because we, like you said, we're human and we gravitate to negativity. We hold on to it for some reason. It makes you feel better for some reason but really doesn't make you feel better. It's like a temporary feeling that you end up carrying on your shoulders and internalizing, and you don't even realize that you're doing it.
Yo, that's crazy that you would even say that. And it's like the society that we live in, it's like we're addicted to drama. That's basically what it is. Not so much that it feels good, it's just that we've gotten used to the certain what are the chemicals? It's not serotonin. It's something like that. It's not, I don't know, maybe endorphins from the rush of getting
Like
into it with
dopamine.
somebody.
Yeah,
I'm
There
about to
you
say
go.
dopamine. I was thinking that
That's
too.
what I was thinking. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. The dopamine. So it's like we're addicted to that, and we want to get that. That's why we're always on social media, post a picture, and you checking to see if you got enough likes and all that, just to get your little dopamine fix. And
Right.
it's like we've gotten away from society where, you know, the idea where it's okay to just be by yourself, just relaxing, where there doesn't have to be anything crazy going on. And me personally, I had to check myself years ago about that. You know, dealing with this one crazy female I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying? I was like, am I addicted to the drama? And
Yep.
I just had to check myself. I had to check myself. I'm like, why do I keep dealing with this woman? Like, I must like it. I must like it to a degree. If I keep going through it, I must enjoy it to some degree. And then I was like, nah, this is
It's
sick.
doing something for you. Like,
Yeah. So I mean, that's where a lot of
I've
us
been
are.
there.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. I can honestly. Oh, woo.
So what did you guys think about the whole thing with Ice Cube talking to the
Man.
Republicans? What's your take, Seven? What you got?
I mean, I don't really have a big take on it. I'm just saying, like, to me, it's always amazing to see Black people per se waking up, you know, and trying to do something different than what they've been used to. And so I've been looking at Ice Cube's actions lately, you know, even going back to he's getting called out and catching a lot of backlash for the things he's saying about the fake Jews. And so
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, he's been going ham on Twitter. So
okay, I don't have Twitter. I gotta get Twitter.
Yeah,
Dang,
but
I
usually I catch all this news on like Google News and stuff like that, and I just click on it and I'll read it. But he's been catching a lot of backlash. But as far as who he's working with, you know what I'm saying, if it's for a good cause, you know, I don't know. Like,
so let me give you guys a backstory to the audience. Like, from what I understand, he had this plan and he went to the Democrats for the Black people, a stimulus plan type thing, like reparations. And he went to the Democrats and they were like, after the election, then we can talk about it possibly, you know, if we get into office. And then he was like, that wasn't good enough for him. So then he went to the Republicans and the Republicans were like, okay, yeah, let's sit down, let's talk about it. And so everybody like was on his ass about going to the Republicans and being on Trump's side and all this. They made a whole big deal about it, not even just thinking about the meat of it, is he is doing this for Black people as a whole, you know. And I understood the Democrats not saying, okay, let's talk about this right now, because they are trying to get into office. If they don't get into office, then they can't really do a whole lot about it. And then I understand Trump talking to them now. He's like, we need the Black vote. So let me talk to him and see whatever.
What it was, he wrote this letter. It was, well, I have to say this, Seven. I don't feel like Ice Cube is just now being woke or doing something. Because if you got to go back to the history of like, even with NWA, when they wrote F the police, they started a revolution. You know what I mean? Like they were at concerts, like really like turning people's minds, but it was in a more, I'll say, volatile way, because as Black people, that's the only way we know how to respond sometimes, especially when we're young, and he was younger then. So the response is to fight back. So with the F the police song, and you know, back in them days, and them doing them concerts and just getting people and you know, motivated to do something different and to be different and like just stand up for Black people in that matter. He just did it in a more hostile way, I guess, a more violent way or whatever, aggressive, I'll say. But now with this letter to Black America, or this contract for Black America, he wrote it, he put it on his website. I read it, I listened to him talk about it. It has some very, very valid points. Like it talks about reparations and all those different things. But like you said, you gotta get an audience. And if you don't get if my people ain't listening to me, let me go try the other people and see what they say. You know, so I'm not mad at him for going to have that conversation. You know what I mean? A conversation is a conversation. It don't mean we hooking up.
Right.
He don't give a damn if it's the Democrats or the Republicans. He's like, whoever can do something for my people, let's do it.
Let's do it.
It doesn't matter.
I don't understand the uproar about it.
People don't use their fucking brains.
All right,
That's how I feel.
I'm guessing we all on the same page then, because
what's your take?
I'm saying my take is like, yo, talk to who's gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? If he out here trying to do something for black folk, he's trying to talk to the Democrats, and they're like, we'll talk to you after we're in office. No.
Yeah.
You need to tell me what you're trying to do before you get into office so we can actually give you our vote. You know what I'm saying? But instead of just giving you the stiff arm, just hey, get back to me in you know what I'm saying, after the election.
Shoot 'em
Nah,
out.
that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. And I understand it, and I'm not mad at him. And I don't understand why anybody's really mad at him for going to talk to them anyway. Like, he's trying to get some stuff done, so he's talking to the people who might actually get something done that will actually want to listen to him. So I'm not mad at him.
Yeah, me either.
Well, let me ask you all this. As I was watching, I'm probably the only person on here. I watched This Is Us, right? So I watched the season premiere yesterday, and they actually tackle a lot of stuff, and those writers are like amazing. And it made me think about one of the parts on the episode. It made me think about like how is everything that's going on in America affecting, we're talking about, it's been a big push about protect Black women, you know, but how is it really affecting our Black men to look at themselves in the Eric Garners and the people you mentioned on this song, and to wake up every day knowing the color of your skin is going to, that's what everybody sees before they see anything else about you. How do you handle that?
You got it.
That's a good question. Well, I always look at it. I always handle it like this. I mean, it's always going to be the men have to step up first, because if you look at the Willie Lynch letter that he wrote years ago, his whole goal was to get the Black man out of the household so that he could basically control the Black women. Mm-hmm. And so that's why you guys are not protected as much as you should be now, because most of Black men are not in the household with you. And so what are they doing? They're either in jail, running the streets, or doing something they got no business doing. So I think it all boils down to the men. You know what I'm saying? Men have to start stepping up and being the kings that God called us to be, so that we could protect y'all. Because we supposed to protect y'all. We're your covering, and God is our covering. But if we can't cover y'all, then who's covering y'all? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. I just feel like it's a simple solution. It's just men just need to step up. Period.
I agree. I definitely
agree. And I approve this message.
Well, so that's dope.
Are y'all voting next Tuesday, man? Are y'all voting or?
No comment. No comment.
You know what? Let me tell
I don't want to know
something.
who.
First of all, I knew the answer to that before they even answered, because we already talked about they don't trust the government.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, they believe the earth is flat and they don't believe shit that the politicians have to say right
so
about
what's
now.
The point?
So you don't, do you believe like in politics at all? Like, do you feel like, okay, somebody can make a difference, or is it a big overall, like, listen, we are already set to fail?
Okay,
the
I'll say
system has
this.
designed us to fail.
I'll say this. When it comes to the smaller government, as in like city governors and mayors and stuff like that, I will believe in those people, because these are actually people who are trying to do something for the community instead of, you know, the president and the higher ranking officials. But I just don't trust the government in that area, because when it all boils down to it, it's up to the electoral college who's going to win the election. And nobody really knows who the electoral college really is. They're just this anonymous group of people. Like, who the hell are, so when it comes to, like, you know, mayors and, you know, police officers that's trying to do good for the community, you know, I got faith in those people, because like, these are tangible people. Like, I can literally go speak to them and talk to them, but I can't go speak to Trump or none of them people. And
yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I definitely get it. So I guess it's safe to say that you all are not going to vote. Do you get a lot of backlash for feeling that way, or do you just not talk politics?
Oh no, D Marble talks politics. He don't believe in wearing masks either.
No. No, I don't.
Okay, so how do you feel about coronavirus? Is it real? Is it not?
I feel like what we're calling coronavirus is actually the seasonal flu. I could be wrong, been wrong before, but I've seen enough of doctors, nurses coming out saying that it's all BS. I've heard so much about doctors being pressured to mark deaths as COVID, even after Even you know what I'm saying, somebody gets hit by a car, they end up dead, and they're like, oh, well, we tested him and he tested positive for COVID, so it's COVID. And it's so many cases of that. It's been so many times where there's been instances of people coming out saying that they're inflating the numbers, you know, making stuff like worse than it really is. They changed it from it was supposed to be 2 weeks to flatten the curve that we were supposed to be on lockdown. And here we are, like what, 6 to 8 months later, you know, still doing this thing. But you know, they lied about it. What it's about? It's about implementing more stringent degree of control on society. So they want to keep us in the house. They want to implement this new system. They're trying to roll out a cashless society. They want everybody to be vaccinated and all that. And they rushed the vaccine through, and it hasn't even been tested yet. So the logic behind it for me is that we spent like 7 months hiding from this virus, and now what you're saying is that the way that we're all going to get over it is to have it directly injected in our bodies. like what kind of sense does that make? We out here wearing these little cloth masks. I was in the Army, okay? In order to actually protect yourself using a mask, it's got to have a seal around it. You know what I'm saying? Like some little cloth mask. You thinking that this is gonna save you from like the most deadly virus ever? Nah, I don't think so. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just go along with it because they don't want to hear about it from people who actually do believe it.
How do you get on the
King
plane
Se7en, I
without
approve
your
of this
mask?
message.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Yeah, straight
How
up.
do you get on the plane without your mask? How do you fly without your mask?
I'm saying I've capitulated on the planes. You know, I'll wear the thing. Look, I'll be walking through the airport. For a while, not wearing a mask, and then they get really militant when it's time to actually board the plane. So I just go ahead and put the thing on, just walk, and then get to my seat, and then I just have it on my chin.
Right.
Cause I gotta do my traveling. I got places to go, people to see.
So you gotta follow the rules. I think I'm kind of with you, D Marble. Like I'm not gonna say that I don't think it's real. I think it is a real thing, but I kind of probably agree with you. It's more like the newest flu that we just don't know all the symptoms of it yet. We went through this when flu first came about, you know, like, oh shit, it's killing people. The flu, people still die of the flu and pneumonia and all these other things. So it's like, you know, it's just the newest thing. And right now it's a lot of people trying to make a lot of money off of it. People got bigger agendas than just the corona. But do I think it's real? It's definitely real because I know people who've had it. I've watched them go through the symptoms. I've watched them, but the whole mask thing too, I'd be like, what the heck? Like, because I was military too, and I'm like, I know this little cloth mask ain't finna do nothing. You wiping off all these baskets when I go into the grocery store, man, bye. You know, so it's not. I definitely agree with you, but I don't like to say it out loud because I'm a very argumentative person, and it'll start a 3-hour conversation. You know, and lose a friend or two because I don't believe what you believe. You know what I mean?
I don't even want to get into.
What don't make sense to me is the whole that whole cash thing is what really messed me up. So you're not accepting cash, but you accept plastic credit cards that you also have to touch, and I'm pretty sure it's carrying more germs than paper is. Like that's what messed me up.
Oh, and then you know what I'm saying, when you do slide your card, you also got to put in your PIN code.
I was thinking
and everybody's touching the same little keypad, so COVID done caught everybody on their fingertips, and then they go digging in their nose or touching their face and all that.
Or eating, because at the drive-thru.
You know what I'm saying? And then they hand some cash to the person at the drive-thru. Sometimes they'll take cash, sometimes they'll take the card. But, you know, you don't have your little dirty hands on the little pin, you know what I'm saying, putting your pin in to swipe your card, and then you go to the drive-thru.
I agree with everything, and I'm telling y'all. But I also believe in minimizing the risk. So I am okay with taking whatever precautions you feel like would minimize the risk. If you feel like me wearing this little cloth mask will minimize the risk, I'm willing to wear the cloth mask. If you feel like me putting on hand sanitizer 10 times a day is going to minimize the risk, I'm willing to do those things. Because I don't mind minimizing the risk, but to be able to say, this is going to protect you if you're 6 feet apart, and this is going to, if you put your mask on, like, none of that is definite. And I think that's what we got to get out. Like, stop saying the definite terms. This is going to prevent, this is not going to prevent, this is going to help, because we know it's not. The only thing we can do is say, let's just minimize the risk of it spreading. And you should be minimizing the risk of germs spreading anyway.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that. I'm like, I don't understand why people don't wash their hands anyways. Like,
right. What you doing? It's damaging on my hands. I'll tell you that, all the goddamn alcohol in my hands. Jesus Christ.
Well, gentlemen, I actually have enjoyed you all. I ain't gonna lie, I was skeptical. I'm skeptical about everybody.
Listen, every week she hates when I talk about guests. Oh, I want to do this guest. Oh, I want to. She's like, girl, why? Why do you want to? I'm like, I just want to talk to them.
I'm saying.
Well, I thank you all for having me.
Is there anything else y'all want to promote or talk about before you leave?
Give us your social media handles, the name of the song, how we can find it, all the information about you guys. We appreciate it.
Go ahead, you can take the handle on this one, bro.
All right, so my YouTube is D Marble. That's just me, D.Marble. My Facebook, Daryl, DARRYLE, MARBLE. On Instagram, I am D_Marble FE, something like that. Anyway, but what you need to holler at me is about this passive income opportunity. Cause I'm trying to show some people. Look, I'm about to throw some retirement parties for some folks next year. You're not hearing me. I'm trying to tell you, I got some things going on. I got some real things going on.
Tell us a little bit real quick. Tell us.
All right, so I'm one of the founding members of an investment group named Financial Freedom 2020 and Beyond. And what we're doing, we're showing people ways and means of simply moving their money from one place where they're making pennies to another place that they're making dollars, like legit dollars. And, by sharing this opportunity, people are going to be able to find themselves in a financial position where they actually want to be. I've been involved for, 3.5 months with this company, and already I can, picture right around the time where I'm going to be retiring next year. And I'm 39, so I'm going to be done working next year, period, point blank. Hey. And I'm trying to help a few other people do the same thing. So I'll let your boy.
Okay, we definitely will on that. Don't be giving our listeners no pyramid schemes and no.
Oh no!
We ain't playing that stuff.
Look! Come and see one of my presentations, and I'll show you how it's not a pyramid.
I'm gonna look for
about that.
Okay, and King Se7en.
Yes. So to your question, you can find that song on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. Title. I am KYNG_VII on Instagram, and I am just KINGSE7EN on YouTube. Okay. And I'll get my Facebook if you guys find that, because it's a little bit more difficult. It's a name that you probably won't even remember.
Okay. What are you guys more active on? Which site? Which social media platform?
I'm not really that active at all, man. I've been grinding on this business lately.
Okay.
Helping folks get this money, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not really on platforms either, unless I'm uploading music. But if I get
the reason it's so hard to promote all your music and all your stuff, because if you're not active on social media, it's so hard.
Yeah, but
agree?
I agree.
It's not that I'm not on there. It's like I'm on there pushing the music, but if ain't nobody, listening to it, and I just be like, well, on to the next.
On to the next.
Right.
I'm okay with it. Well, again, gentlemen, we thank you for coming on our pretty ugly struggle and discussing all these little different things. You got anything else, B.Hall?
It has been such a pleasure talking to you guys. Yeah. Hopefully we can do it again soon.
Thank you all for having
me. We'll definitely be checking in.
Because sometimes we want a man's point of view. So, and I like where your mindset is. So I would like to bring y'all on again and talk about some other issues or other topics, maybe.
I'm down with it.
We'll do.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, thank you. Enjoy your night. Bye.
All right, ladies. Y'all have a good night.
All right, you guys too.
Conni Luv.
What's up, honey?
What's
up?
goody? Yeah.
Girl.
What's the
Nothing.
timing on it?
I didn't stop it. Do you want me to stop it?
No. I was just trying to see where we at so we can see how long we want to push through. We
started at a little bit at 10 and it's 10:40.
Okay, cool. That's cool. So we do have the election coming up. Did you early vote? Are you voting?
I am voting. I had a moment where I was like really excited I was going to vote, and then I went through I'm not voting because I don't believe in either one of the candidates, and it's kind of like, you know what, I'm up in the air. But then I said, you know what, I do believe that every vote counts, and I want to know that I wouldn't feel good knowing I didn't. So I'm gonna actually go. I'm gonna go in the morning. Actually, I was meant to go this morning, but girl, somebody at my son's school got at the daycare got COVID.
I didn't know.
So
when did he go back?
He's been back for about a month now, maybe 3 weeks to a month. And they called me today and was like, one of the little girls, she hasn't been there in over a week, but the parent was like, you know, she tested positive for COVID, but nobody else in the house has COVID, only her. I said, that's got to be a false positive, you know, like,
wow.
So I don't know. So now it's just, so I ended up having to go back.
Are they closing the whole? Are they closing the whole thing down?
They're just quarantining his classroom and all of the open areas, but they're still gonna let I'm not sure, but I think that's the way they were gonna handle it. But he has to miss 14 days and he has to go get tested on the 10th day if he doesn't have any symptoms. If he has symptoms, he has to get tested immediately. But
has he been tested yet at all? I haven't been tested. I've never tested.
I've been tested several times.
Really?
But no, he hasn't been tested because that shit hurt. And he is gonna.
What test did you do?
Food. I did the up the nose thing.
Yeah, I heard they don't have to go as far back now with the new test, but it changed every
time. New test.
Every week there's a new damn test on how you can test it.
Yeah. But on the election thing, so yes, I am voting. I am actually. I'll tell y'all who I'm voting for. I'm voting for Biden. And I'm gonna go in the morning. What about you?
Yes, I voted already. I early voted in Texas, and I voted Democrat.
Yeah. The whole line.
All Democrats.
Yeah. And that's another thing I haven't really read, like on my local stuff. So I need to go read up a little bit on my local elections and see what's going to be on the ballot, so I can know which way to vote on those things.
They're also saying if you guys are doing the mail-in ballot, to make sure that when you go there and you do the paper ballot, to make sure they're not marking anything on your actual paper, because those that have marks on them, they're going to toss them. As like,
I don't remember when I voted that it has a paper. You do it.
There's some people that do some. Well, I mean, if you go to the place, you can do it on the computer. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I did. But there was some place. I guess there are some places, not here in Fort Worth, Texas, or Dallas, Texas, or whatever. But there are some places that do a paper ballot. There was a lady that was working at the polling stations, and she noticed that some people that were marking stuff on your paper. And then they noticed that they were tossing them as like invalid or, incorrect type shit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are all these.
So y'all be careful, man.
But I definitely was like, I'm not mailing in my ballot because that's a lot. You got to go from the postman to the post office to it's going in too many hands. I don't trust it.
Too many hands. God damn it.
I need to touch the button to say your vote counts. Like,
right.
I want my sticker saying I voted. Like,
I want my goddamn sticker. I wonder if they mail you a sticker if you voted through the mail.
It's so be.
You don't get no kind of.
You don't get no confirmation letter.
No confirmation.
You get a confirmation number that says.
If there is someone that mailed in their ballot, let us know if y'all receive any type of confirmation so that they got your vote and it counted. Because I would like to know. That's interesting. That just came about.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's getting down to that crunch time, man. Next Tuesday is the actual, we'll find out who the president is. Yeah. Whether we're going to still be with Trump or we're going to be going Democrat with Biden and Harris. So it's interesting. It's a lot. It's heavy. It's heavy.
I'm actually emotionally detached from this election. I stopped watching the debates. Like, I
think one was needed. Did you?
Well, you have to have several debates. You have to.
I mean, they had two, and that's it. But I don't even understand the second one. What was the purpose of it? I don't.
Well,
Nothing new was discovered.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to tackle different subjects that you didn't tackle before. And then it also gives you a chance to redeem yourself on anything that you may have not said correctly on the first one.
Yeah, I understand the whole redeeming.
So I understand the point of the debates, to hear and let everybody hear your side. But I just feel like at this point, they're trying to sway you to vote for them. And right now, we just got to be trying to get people to vote all together, because a lot of people kind of have my sentiments where it's like,
there's so many people like that.
I don't even care. I'm gonna just have to live in this world with whichever which one. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm cool with living in either way. I'm gonna make the best out of it. So people are becoming emotionally detached from it, and you gotta figure out a way to get them emotionally attached to it again.
I wanted to ask the guys, and I freaking forgot the question, slipped my brain, but I wanted to know if they thought that the president was already elected, that they already know who they're going to choose. We're just voting for the looks of it. I wonder if they thought that.
I mean, you got to go back, girl. That sounds like some Olivia Pope scandal type stuff, I I used to be, and I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to be disrespectful, but I used to be a very big conspiracy theorist.
I love conspiracies.
I used to get so,
but it's heavy
up in that, but it is so freaking heavy. It's so like, it takes you to places that you don't need to go mentally, and you looking
exactly because there's nothing you can fucking do about it.
You feel so helpless. I was trying to ask him, like, what is the relevance of me knowing that the earth is flat? Besides, the government is a liar. We already knew that they was lying, but what are they gaining by telling us that the earth is round? What, like, I don't.
You did it in a nice way.
So for me, it's like, I ain't worried about that. I don't give a damn, But it's interesting to know, like, it is for just knowledge, like, why do you say that you think it's flat or what? Like, it's interesting to get other people's perspective.
What even prompted that first person to even like research that, or you know what I'm saying? To even go that far. But again, we are brainwashed. The media gives us whatever the fuck they want to give us. I heard last year that they're saying that aliens are real. The government's finally saying that aliens are real now. And
girl, I don't even care. I don't give a damn if aliens are real or not. Like, I don't care.
Don't care.
Are they coming to take over us? Like, that's when I need to know. When the motherfuckers, because I'm worried about the aliens that's walking this earth, terrorists that's walking right here, right now. I'm worried about
that look like us or what?
Yeah, no, I'm worried about the police not shooting my son. You get what I'm saying? I'm worried about
the real life shit.
We're driving a plane into a building. Like, I gotta worry about the American alien terrorist people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's facts.
Space people.
That's facts.
Somebody you gotta think about. I'm already dealing with shit because of the color of my skin. Do I give a fuck about the green motherfucker living? Oh, I'm cussing. Do I care about the green person living in the outer space right now? No. I care about the enemy that I see. And
it ain't affecting me at this moment. So, hey, y'all stay over there. Y'all fly y'all little shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
So, let's wrap it up. Are you celebrating Halloween this year? Or is Halloween canceled?
Actually, no. We're actually having a very big Halloween party at the house. Yeah. I'm sorry. Come on down. Get on a plane. Get on the plane, honey.
My cousin's having a party at her house too. I already put my money in over there and shit. So she's gonna do something for the kids at the house. So y'all having a big like adult kids or everybody?
It's both for everybody. So we're gonna do like a little haunted trail on the side of the house for the bigger kids to like scare them and stuff like that. And then did
y'all hire someone? Y'all doing it yourselves?
We're doing it ourselves. Like I've been ordering Amazon up, just ordering stuff, going to the stores, getting stuff. It's gonna be small, nothing huge, but like my boo thing, he gonna come out in the Jason mask. Like his friends, they gonna be the scared. I'm not anything. I'm a host, but I'm coming as a ninja, and it's a costume party, so you have to be in costume. So me and Princeton are coming as ninjas, and then I got like a bounce house in the back. We're gonna do a bounce house, and I got games and karaoke.
Fun. First off, if y'all never been to a Conni Luv party, you're missing out, okay?
We be having fun.
She throws some bomb ass parties. They're always a cute ass theme. It's always decorated really nicely. Food. She normally have a chef or some shit. Like her parties are bomb. That's why I'm mad I'm missing it.
No, girl, you ain't missing it because I'm ordering sandwiches, wings, pizza, and chili dogs. Like I'm just doing finger foods. I'm not doing anything major. Just
it's Halloween, so you don't need to do like a whole like dinner type thing. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything big because we're gonna do Thanksgiving here too. And
you know, my baby already booked her ticket, so she'll be there on the
I know.
She gonna be there for a week and a half. I'm like, Bree, you gonna be there that long? You gonna wear out your fucking welcome.
Wow.
Like, and then they want to go to New York. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard. We supposed to be their host.
We supposed to be. It's your birthday month, so I didn't know if you wanted to go. I never been to New York, so.
I mean, I don't mind. Not my birthday weekend, but I don't mind going. But I don't want to go that weekend. But anyway.
Well, wait, before we wrap up, we want to let you guys know that we're trying to host a live show.
Oh, that's gonna be so dope.
Yeah, we want to have, and it's gonna be in January, which is your birthday month.
But I thought that's what we said we were gonna do. That it was gonna be that weekend because it's MLK weekend.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So we want to do it that weekend, and we want to have men and women come out, like 25, 30 people, try to social distance as much as we can next January. So y'all be on the lookout for that. We're going to put that shit together. We're going to have a guest, guest host or guest celebrity host.
Yeah.
Celebrity, quote, unquote.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's going to be like a Venus and Mars conversation. So it's not going to be Venus versus Mars. So it'll be like men and women just talking about different things, kind of like what we did today with the guys. But it'll be more intense and more, because we be up in their ass and, so we're putting that together. And we also
have door prizes. It'll be fun. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it, y'all. So be on the lookout for that.
Is it going to be free or are we?
We're going to charge a small fee because it's going to cost us to rent the space out. We're not making any money, any profit from it, but it is going to cost us money to rent the space and to bring in a quote unquote celebrity. So it's going to be a small little fee, maybe $20, $25, nothing major.
And it'll be 25 people. So like once we say, let's sell these tickets, the tickets are going on sale. Y'all make sure y'all buy them because we want to get that done immediately.
And we want to meet y'all. We want to talk to y'all and, keep this thing rocking and rolling. We got some good shit coming up in the next couple of weeks. Okay. If you gonna vote, go vote. If you ain't gonna vote, don't fucking vote. I ain't gonna tell y'all what the hell to do. Shit.
Vote. Make your voice heard. You got to start somewhere. Pretty girl, pretty boy of the week.
Oh, we do want to say, I do have the pretty boys. Actually, we never even spoke about the Lakers winning the finals. So congratulations to the Lakers for winning.
Yes,
they did that. They did that for Kobe. Rest in heaven. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Like that was for Kobe. Straight up.
I'm excited for them.
Do you have pretty girl?
And let's make our guys the guys our guests too.
2 more pretty boys.
We got 2 more pretty boys.
King Se7en and Daryl Marble.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all doing the good work. I don't know if they consider themselves to be woke, or conscious, but whatever. They have their mind on right.
Yeah.
As far as focus on the Black people, the Black communities, and spreading joy and knowledge. Spread knowledge.
They were very different from the last man we had on there.
Yeah. We had a man on. Who do we have?
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
She wanna act like she forgot y'all. She wanna act like she forgot y'all.
Look. We're not even talking about. Okay.
Okay. Pretty girl of the week.
You don't have one?
You slipping on your tippet?
I said you don't have one. Okay, I do. I'll say the pretty girl of the week would be Nicki Minaj. She had her child. I want to say last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So congratulations to her being a mom.
Congrats.
Dope. And we'll see you guys next week. I think that's it. This has been another episode of The Pretty Ugly Struggle. I'm your girl, B.Hall.
And I'm your girl, Conni Luv.
See you guys
next time.